And with that, we have returned. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. That was Nuclear Submarine off of the Fallout London soundtrack, which we might be hearing very soon, depending on how well things go. That is totally not the Beatles, though it really does sound like the Beatles. It is done by, according to the credits here, somebody called Seth Bentos. So yeah, it's a damn good... I've listened to a few songs off of Fallout London's soundtrack. And this is probably my favorite because, well, I mean, I like the Beatles anyway, which is hardly a shock, I guess. Many people do. But it's just, I really like that they seem to have taken a lot of songs that are very British and then just kind of twisted it to fit the setting. And I don't know. Nuclear Submarine is a very catchy song. I've been humming it to myself a lot ever since I first heard it. But yeah, it's been a while since I've streamed. I mean, I was gone all last weekend, and I wasn't able to, actually get a stream in prior to that, but here we are. But, I do like how I said I was trying to schedule myself better so that I could actually finish some stuff. But then this came out, and I'm like, I should stream this, because I've been really looking forward to getting this mod. Yeah, because, as I'm sure I've mentioned already, but if you weren't here when I talked about it or didn't already know about it yourself, Fallout London is a mod that's been in the works for over 5 years now, I think, and they were going to release it on what's a very British holiday called St. George's Day, which is April 23rd. Problem is, Bethesda announced that they were going to release a next-gen patch for Fallout 4 just 2 days after that. So that really put the kibosh on their plan to release this. And unsurprisingly, the next-gen patch broke nearly every mod for Fallout 4. So what ended up happening is they ended up having to scramble to try to figure out what to do to make that work. They ended up into a partnership with GOG, of all things. I think they had already aligned themselves with GOG prior to this whole fuck-up with the patch. Because the mod is so big they couldn't host it on any of the regular modding sites, so GOG is hosting it on their storefronts. Which is good, because even before I knew this, I did get the entire Fallout collection on GOG. So if you don't actually already own Fallout 4 for the PS... for anything, if you don't already own Fallout 4... if you're planning on playing Fallout London, the easiest place to do so is if you get Fallout 4 on GOG. So that's my little, PSA about that. Because it's just a simple matter of, and when you boot up Fallout London for the first time through GOG, it asks you where your Fallout directory is, and you can just easily find that through GOG. You don't need to actually install anything. You don't need to fuck around with the files. Now, they do give you a list of mods that they suggest you use with this, which I've installed most of them. One of the big ones apparently kind of smooths things out so it doesn't crash as much, because, full disclaimer, I did try a little bit of this last night, and I went so far as the title screen, because you have an opening much like a lot of the Fallout games do, and then you get into the actual thrust of it. I got as far as that. The game crashed twice after the title screen. So I found a way to fix that without the mods that they suggested, but, we'll see how it goes. So my plan is I'd like to play as much of this as I can tonight. We'll see how stable it is, because it was going fairly well before I got to that point, that it crashed twice, and then I stopped playing after I managed to figure out how to fix it. So we'll see how it goes. The other thing, I wasn't sure, I was thinking about if I was going to make a specific character for this, but you know what, I'm going in mostly blind. I only know a little bit about the story of this game. Basically, I just know the factions and more or less how it starts. So I'm going to make more or less a blank slate character, and we'll see where we go from there. I'm probably just going to end up doing what I did when I first played Fallout 4, which is I'm just going to make myself. And, not really have a strong focus in any of the special stats, but maybe lean more towards using melee weapons and guns. One thing I noticed while going through the initial stage of the game, couldn't find a gun anywhere. So, using melee weapons for my own fists seems like it's probably going to be the best thing to do. Oh, and, you know, as I'm sure you may have noticed, I have a thematically appropriate shirt for this. Which came straight from London itself, because I keep forgetting, many years ago, I was in that city for a few days. Which is where the shirt came from. I'm honestly surprised it still fits. I always remember this being kind of small on me, but you know, I hardly ever wore this shirt. And somehow it's followed me around all the places I've lived in St. John's. But yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, let's boot up the game. Get started as soon as we can, because you knows I'm going to be spending probably at least half an hour on character creation, because it's me. That's what I do. Now, it seems like the character creator is basically the same as it was in Fallout 4. There's a few differences in terms of items and stuff. I don't know who this person is who keeps popping up in the slides, but, you know. So far, I'm pretty impressed by this. Like they've really... really fleshed out this. A shitload of work looks like it's gone into this. Let's let this play out for a little bit so you can see just the setting. I've heard the main story for this can take roughly 20 hours to complete. And that's not counting all the side stuff you can do, and the fact that there's probably multiple endings because there's multiple factions you can side with. I don't know, so far it looks pretty amazing to me. Now, I've noticed a couple of little things that are a bit odd about it that I'm sure I'll point out as we go, but... Alright, so I think I've got all the settings changed. I'm going to be a masochist and play this on very hard. We'll see how well that goes. I'm not going to go with survival, because I've done a couple of attempted survival runs in Fallout 4 anyway, and I feel like it's not worth it. It truly isn't, especially if this is going to be my first experience with this. Now I've got the, I don't think the audio is going to be too loud. I've got the master lowered a little. So hopefully that'll be fine. So, yeah, let's start a new game and see what happens, huh? The loading time seems like it's a bit long for certain things, so we're going to have to be ready for that too. I do love a lot of the art direction in this, though. The logo is completely on point. I love the logo for this.
War. War never changes. Since the dawn of man, when tribes beat each other to death over necessities, the will to power has been the driving force of mankind. When the great fires of humanity's ambition ravaged the earth, it was not our doing, for the bloodiest chapter of human history had only begun. Britain was not spared the hellfire, and London, a monument to mankind's ambition, was returned to the state of nature. Those who emerged from the ashes did so from a network of underground bunkers known as Pindar stations. And so it was that the embers of civilization would ignite once again. Over a century later, through the military might of the Tommies An aristocratic parliament continues to give orders, but few are still listening. In the Tower Hamlets, the Fifth Column rises. Training drums beat and uniforms march, all in the name of their dear leader, Eve Varney. Across the Thames, in the pastures of Richmond, a great army gathers strength. Styled on the Camelot Knights of days past, they're headed once more unto the breach. For there are whispers of angels beneath this hallowed land, a curtain of illusion and intrigue, a puppeteer behind the scene. Only one thing is certain. Those who take the road to Westminster will be forever changed. Because in mankind's pursuit of power, there is no price too high, no life too valuable, and no ideal too sacred. Because war never changes.
A very British sentiment for it this time.
Mind the gap. Stand clear of the doors, please.
In terms of timeline, this game apparently takes place between Fallout 1 and 2, so it's roughly a century after everything went to hell. And here we begin, in some kind of tube.
Subject has been performing adequately. No spikes in visuals, nothing unusual.
Perfectly usual.
Quite. Smythe will be pleased.
How are they in appearance?
Uncertain. Perhaps we should take a closer examination.
It's a me! Kind of. Another fun thing is that there are so many people they have doing voice acting in this game. I mean, piles of. And, some pretty big names, too. I know Neil Newborn, I think his name is. He voices a character called Asterion in Baldur's Gate 3. I have not played Baldur's Gate 3. I know it's a big deal. But, he's in this game somewhere. As who? I don't know. A former, I think his official title was like Speaker of the House or Speaker in Parliament or something. Oh hell, I think I might actually have something up that will tell me the man's name right now. House of Commons Speaker John Bercow. I think he was actually a Speaker of the House in the early 2000s. He's in this game, voicing a robotic version of himself, apparently. Why not? And two separate doctors from Doctor Who are in this. Sylvester McCoy and Colin Baker, I believe. I think they might be these two scientists. I'm not sure, because I'm not overly familiar with them. But yeah. Anyway, let's see, make the closest approximation to myself as I possibly can. In going through this, I've noticed that some of the preset faces are the same as from Fallout 4, some are different. Like, this is not the basic Nate face from Fallout 4. I'm pretty sure this guy is one of the presets. Most of the others are. This isn't. I don't think that is. But most of these are. Now, what's the best one to start with to attempt to make myself? I shouldn't spend too much time at this, but you know I'm going to spend a fair bit of time at this because I'm me. I suppose this guy's not too far off. Maybe we'll go back to him. Either that or the old man. Because I am increasingly becoming an old man. Hilariously, I think the old man might be the closest to baseline me. The weird particle effect due to the tube does make it kind of difficult to see what I'm looking at here. Weirdly, one of the handsome nose sets might actually be the closest to my own. I'm not probably going to go into the real nitty-gritty of warping stuff, but I didn't actually change that, did I? No, I did. Okay. My nose is a little bit wider than that, I think. Yeah, screw it. Let's go with the one that was the base. Big ol' nose. Now let's make it yay big, I guess. I don't think that's really doing anything. Here we go. We'll do... I mean, I am pretty pale these days, but let's go with rosy. Sun-kissed, maybe? Yeah, rosy. Go with lined, I'd say. Although I do have a large, smooth forehead nowadays, on account of, you know, my lack of hair. I warned you that a large chunk of the beginning of this was going to be just character creation. I warned you! What kind of lips we got here? Maybe not grin. Smirk? Average, perhaps? Yeah, let's just stick with maybe smirk. Perhaps smirk 3. It's not. I also like how I'm going to be doing so much here, and yet at the same time, can guarantee you we're not going to be seeing my character's face much. I love how we just have the weird green bubbly crap going the whole time. This is doing that, I guess. My chin's not that prominent, let's be real. Though it is surprisingly broad, so. Just use the mouse and drag back and forth. I didn't realize that. You learn something new every day. Big old cheeks. Probably not big old cheeks, though. But maybe? I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to stop screwing around with this as much. Let's just deal with the eyes and the eyebrows and leave it at that. Oh, and, well, change the hair, obviously. I might be going gray, but I'm not that gray. Go with Arch Thin. You know what? That's probably fine. Let's just mess with the hair and stuff now and call it a day. By which I mean I'm going to stop streaming. No, call it a day for yeah. Now I feel like they probably added a bunch new hairstyles and stuff though, and it really looks like they have, because it looks like they might have thrown in some stuff from the previous Fallout games. survivalist bard as opposed to the regular survivalist beard. Shenandoah Prospector, the Beast Rider. Honest Mephistopheles, Shenandoah Street Brawler. Atomic Spear, Chopper, Free Rider. I know I am currently clean shaven, but I think I might want to go with the beard. Again, it's ridiculous that I'm spending this much time here, but... Daddy Dusting Street Leprechaun. I don't know where they've gotten some of these names. Some of these names are curious, to say the least. Lazy Morning Burns. Honest Man's Man. Sparrow. Gunslinger Man, Leprechaun Razor. Rough Razor Chin, Patch Leprechaun. Yeah, some of these just seem like they're combinations of various beard types you can get in the base game. Yeah, I think I might just want to go with a standard sort of beard, maybe. A lot of different Shenandoah varieties. Honest Abe with a goatee. I do kind of like that one. That might be what I end up going with. Well, let's select it, and then maybe I'll switch to something else if I find something more interesting. Hello, Baked. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day, and thank you for that sub once again. That's pretty goddamn fancy. I'm probably going to switch over to something fancier at some point, though. Okay, I think a number of these are now just going to be the basic ones that you can get in the base game, as opposed to the combos from earlier. What makes it a leprechaun? Is it the sideburns? It might be the sideburns and the dusting underneath. You know, an alternative character I could have made was just straight up Lemmy. One day, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the one I currently have, which is that. At my beardiest, that looks pretty. Again, this guy isn't going to look as much like me as some other characters I've created, but he'll be close enough. Oh wait, no, I've already done that. Color. I need to get the color. Nope, that's that. I think up here I can... Yeah, there we go. Probably graying. Oh, they have added some intensely colored stuff, though, which is nice. because you weren't able to do that previously. Yeah, let's just go with graying. As for the hair, no doubt we have some new ones here now too, so oh god, we have to go through a list of hair. Holy shit, look at them go. Maximum casual. Unlike the... Oh, another thing about this game too, is the protagonist is not voiced. You hear grunts and stuff like that, but you don't actually have dialogue, which is probably for the best. Oh, well, that one is clipping weirdly, I think. Unless that is the actual hair tie in the back, but probably not. Unscrupulous Dragout. Anti-hero Shaggy. I do kind of like that one. Asphalt, unlike Stripes. Cinnamon Fringe. Sporty. Like Sporty Spice? Cinnamon Fringe. Cinnamon Fringe there twice? Weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, different thing. Hogtails. Picture Day! Early Top. Last Colonial. Pigtails. Pigtails. Slow your roll. Tucked in. Hipster. Garage, unlike Shaggy. It's frazzled. Waste Chem. I do love how absurd some of these names are. Slaphead! Armitage Dapper. Asphalt Dapper. Urban Stripes 2, Urban Stripes, Tough Merc, Tough Stripes. Unscrupulous Waster. Whatever I get, I'm going to want something that's longish. Kind of like that one. It was beginning to look less like me and look more like Wasteland Jesus in that case. That is one hell of a pompadour, that is. I might end up going with that one. But, like I said, let's have another... Are they going to let me? I might be forced to go into that one. I don't think they're going to let me check the hair again. I believe I found a bug. I presume that isn't supposed to do that, because I can't highlight the hair anymore, and select it, it seems. Oh, I forgot to change the eye color too. Also the eye type. I feel like tired is a good one to stick with. Christ knows I am, all the time. Yeah, let's just stick with that. Man, that's real dark. I don't think that's right. Though maybe it is. Hazel Blue's probably fine. Yeah, let's stick with that. Yeah, no, I don't think I can select the hair anymore. Oh, that's what we are now. That's what we are now. Extras. Let's actually remove some of these. Yeah, let's remove them all and then go back. I think I will stick with Eyes Gaunt, though, let's be honest, I'm not even going to change that. Oh, I forgot that I need to select Apply for it to actually, accept for it to actually do the thing. I also like how they straight up give you access to the face tattoos right at the beginning. I'm not going to choose any of them because they're largely ridiculous. Yeah, we'll stick with the cheek creases, though. Honestly, I can hardly see them even if I max them out. Gaunt eyes I can definitely see, though. So tired. Yeah, let's put that at, like, I don't know. There. Yeah, there's probably good. And I am mildly freckly to a degree, so... yeah, let's make those a little less noticeable, but keep them on there. Don't look a damn thing like me. This was an exercise in futility. However, we'll stick with it. Because I can't go any further with this. Okay, so face, extras. Can I? Can't. Yeah, I'm stuck with the hair for now until I can find a spot to fix that. Buddy! I mean, honestly, I am fairly mid-range. Sure, why not? Alright, let's do it. After like 20 minutes.
Excellent. Rapid progress is being made.
Rapid!
With zero anomaly.
Of course. Now, what about their physical and mental development?
Oh god, here we go. One fun thing that they did is that they changed the, like, Pip-Boy iconography because it wouldn't make sense here. So they have changed the artwork for this stuff. Strength is a measure of your raw physical power. So, like, this is the one for strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. These are all kind of based off of the, I think it was called, like, Protect and Survive. which, oh god, I'm probably going to botch a lot of the details for this, but it was produced back in the 70s. I think it was a series of pamphlets and instructional videos, maybe, about what you would do in the event of a nuclear war. I don't know if they were ever actually distributed. I think they were supposed to be distributed in the event of. But by the time the 80s rolled around, people did actually get a hold of some of them, and it very quickly was noticed that most of the advice that was given in these things wasn't feasible. It wouldn't work. Which ended up spinning off into, there were 2 movies that were made specifically addressing that. One was called Threads, and one was called Where the Wild Wind Blows. Which I honestly haven't seen either of them. I'm more familiar with Where the Wild Wind Blows, but I really should watch them because they're 2 movies that were fairly well regarded. Anyway. So because I am planning on mostly using pistols, agility and luck are definitely 2 that should be relatively high, so I think I'll boost both of those to 6. I'll put strength to at least 2. I'm not going to be using melee weapons much, but I need to at the beginning of the game. Endurance, I think I'll put 4. Intelligence, an even 5 should be enough for that. Eventually I'm going to fiddle with these a bit more when I level up, because the perks are more or less the same, but there are some different ones. But I definitely want to have a pretty decent start in agility and luck before I go any further. Yeah, I guess I'll just put the extra point in perception. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Oh, I should also name myself Cap. Okay, let's try that. Let's see how horribly this goes. Ah, yes, this is something that's not in Fallout 4. This is more of a New Vegas thing, where you get to choose traits which have pros and cons. So we have Acrobat. Your figure allows for greater motion. You gain plus 10% movement speed, but lose minus 50 pounds of carrying capacity. Chemhead. You lose minus 1 to special when not under the influence of chems, but you know how to make them last, quadrupling their duration. Claustrophobic. With a fear of enclosed spaces, you feel right at home in the open. You gain plus 1 to special when outside, but suffer minus 1 when indoors. 4 eyes. You're certainly not blind, but you're getting close. You gain plus 1 perception when wearing glasses, but lose minus 1 without them. I'm actually going to select that. Gifted. You have more innate abilities than most. But struggle to improve them. You gain plus 1 to each special, but suffer minus 15% from experience gained. Should I? Nah, I don't think I'm going to take that. Hello, Akatiru. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day, and thank you for the subscription. Greatly appreciated. Heavy-handed, you swing hard but rarely exert yourself. Melee and unarmed attacks do 20% more damage, but power attacks are meaningless. I very rarely use power attacks in Fallout 4 anyway, so because I keep forgetting how to do it, I might end up going with that, but we'll see. If you really need that rubbish, you gain plus 75 pounds to your carrying capacity, but movement speed drops to 0 when over-encumbered. I mean, that mightn't be bad. Kamikaze, you regenerate action points 50% faster, but your reckless nature causes you to take 20% more weapon damage? Don't think so. Night Owl. Sleep? What is sleep? Plus 1 intelligence and perception during the night, but the opposite during the day. Nah, I'm good. Skull. To put it kindly, you aren't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Gain plus 1 strength, endurance, and luck, but your intelligence may never exceed 3. Iridan. Your body is a temple, plus 1 strength and endurance. This is reversed if the player drinks alcohol or uses chems. Nah. See, this one I might take just for the comedy of it. Sleepwalker. Is it a gift or a curse? Who knows? You often find yourself waking up in strange places with no memory how you got there. So my understanding of this is anytime I actually sleep somewhere, I might wake up randomly somewhere else. I think that's what this does. So I might take it for the comedic value. So I feel like this would be especially insane if you were playing on the survival difficulty, because you need to sleep to save the game in survival. But you know what? It'll be fun. Let's take Sleepwalker.
Gentlemen, I trust everything is going well.
Tremendously so. In fact, it may be our best work yet.
Good. The subject looks ready for conditioning. Within a week or so, we can wrap up Phase 1.
Thank you, sir. I'll set Phase 1 on autopilot.
See that it's done.
Seems to be rousing a bit.
Not to worry. Let's put them back under.
That man's dead. Well, he got beheaded pretty damn quick, didn't he? Wasn't expecting to see a man's head explode in front of me that quickly, but here we are. Wakey wakey eggs and bakey. Let me out, 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 let me out. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Okay. Wait, no. Let me out. Let me out? Out? Okay, we're good. Who's the scientist now? The answer is going to be me. Oh, I can't actually open up inventory yet. Anyway, let's have a little looky-loo around, shall we? Here we had an explosion. There's nothing to be seen here. Here's the poor man who was crushed to death. Let's take the surgical mask and the surgical gloves too, just in case, you know, reasons. Now, apparently settlement building and weapon customization are as much of a thing in this as they were in the base game. So, basically that just means grabbing everything that isn't nailed down is a good idea. Like this coffee cup. Look at this hairy motherfucker. I don't know if I need a pocket full of fingers, but I guess now I have a pocket full of fingers. Also, we have this friend who is still alive, apparently. Go figure. I'd like to take him with me if I could, but alas, I don't think I can. Honestly, I shouldn't be grabbing everything that isn't nailed down as well, because guaranteed I'm going to exceed my encumbrance before I get the hell out of here. Still, it won't hurt to grab some stuff. Okay, I'm sure that's fine. I got some 9mm rounds, if ever I find a 9mm gun. I can just pick up the floor fan, apparently. Now, maybe I should, because fans are, very key in upgrading weapons, if I remember correctly. And folders are basically useless. Whee! If I remember right from my little go-around in this beginning, this is, just a bunch of, credits. But Pincus! Horace Keaton? Somebody. Ultimate fan, John Smith. But it's kind of neat that they have that little thing in there, though, all the same. Look at my glorious locks flowing in the wind. Hello, Rolls. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Ah, look at the little abominations. Beautiful. Let's beat them to death with that microscope. Fuck yeah, pencil sharpener. Who doesn't remember these pencil sharpeners? An event you run every year is finally tomorrow. All's done other than to get there and get it over with. Well, see, now that you have all the prep work done, then everything else should be fine. It should be a good time. We shall presume. I do love how they did the terminals in this game. It very much is a different sort of thing that they had to make for it. Unauthorized content detected. File integrity 1.6%. External mainframe access detected. Automatic access protocol initiated. I have redacted and corrupted your file. Do not write out mission statements. This was covered in orientation. Yes. Troopers have secured us a batch of the rad shrews for testing. I would have preferred working with rad rats, but it seems they were chased off by their counterparts. Judging by the size of the rad shrews in London Bridge Station, I don't entirely blame them. Testing on the captured rad shrews is going well. Multiple have died, but the remaining ones are stronger than ever. I am especially proud of the one we affectionately refer to as Big Dave. I am now going to move us on to the next stage of development, which will introduce more vitamins. Vitamins? If I was truly British, I suppose it would be vitamins. Vitamins into the diet. We'll also simultaneously reduce the feed to see how they cope. I predict a lot of them will die, so we better get the nets ready to capture some more. Smythe should be content with the results. Progress has been made, and exciting new things have been discovered. Not only did the rad shrews surpass expectations, but some of the results correlated with our prize subjects next door. Utterly fabulous to see it all coming together. With any luck, Smythe will visit the laboratory soon and see our progress. Rad shrew. A small carnivorous mammal. The rad shrew seems to have mutated from its much smaller counterpart, the common shrew. Unlike the common shrew, which was insectivorous, its evolution along the food chain now permits it to hunt much larger prey. The rad shrew has tiny eyes and a large nose, giving it a keen sense of smell. Rad shrews snuffle through the undergrowth for their prey and can be found in most habitats, but prefer dirt flooring, woodland, and grassland. Active by day and night, they are very territorial and aggressive for their size and can sometimes be heard fighting, their high-pitched squeaks particularly noticeable during the summer. Most Radshrews have mutated to have lost most of their fur and have grown sizable front teeth. Where there is hair left, there are thin, tiny hairs that in low light allow the Radshrew to navigate through touch rather than sight. The pair of protruding front teeth and bulky masseter and temporalis muscles have greatly increased its biting power, perfect for tearing flesh from carcasses or defending itself from larger predators. The Radshrew is fast, reaching speeds of 24 kilometers per hour, and with large hip extensor muscles it can change direction in quick and unpredictable ways, often scavenging with the rest of its horde. It can be difficult to single out any one individual. Hopefully I don't have to fight any of them anytime soon. Oh no, I have to fight them now. Punch the shrews! Ah, shrew! To the victor goes the meat. Meat. Take the surgical tray. Pick up the device. It's a Pip-Boy! Amazing. Prompt. This system seems a fantastic way to register the user's abilities and keep track of progression through life. This is far, I suppose, beyond anything the Ministry of Information could invent. This system can easily be transferred into the new device, and it is highly recommended that we do so. So, the gist of this seems to be that the Ministry of Information got their hands on a Pip-Boy and started making their own thing. Diagnostic test number 12. Pip-OS supports user health notifications, munitions monitoring, VATS tracking, and audio playback. Additionally, it integrates with the onboard computers of Power Armor, allowing a user to access their Pip-Boy from within the armor via a HUD-like on-visor display. Prompt. Further data mine results required. Imperative to discover what VATS is. Discover how integration with Power Armor works. Perhaps it may correctly power the few remaining antiques in London. Pip-OS supports the VATS, or the Vault-Tec Assisted Targeting System mechanic. When using VATS against a humanoid enemy, 7 different areas can be targeted: the head, the torso, left arm, currently held weapon, left leg, and right leg. However, there may be other points available when facing off non-humanoid creatures, e.g. robot combat inhibitors and antenna. When targeting a part, the screen displays a percentage of how likely the attack will hit the targeted area based on the distance from the target, visibility of the targeted body part, and combat skill. Prompt. Further data mine results required. VAT seems to be an advanced combat technology whose developmental origins seem to have been lost to time. Despite this, the basic components of the system seem to be transferable into the reverse-engineered device. Okay, yeah, so they just straight up stole a couple of Pip-Boys and used it to make their own thing. Behold, the device. Okay, so that's 5 energy and 10 radiation. Now, do the welding goggles count as glasses? It does! Perfect! Also, I have a utility belt, me and Batman. For you see, the new device is strapped onto my belt thusly. The belt seems to clip through the coat a little bit, but, you know, that's all that can be done about that. No one will ever know. All I have to do is pretend I'm one of the scientists and everything will be fine. Everything will be right gravery, that. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else down here I need to... I mean, I suppose I could take the pneumatic cylinder. What have we got in terms of data? Workshops, stats... Well, let's have a listen to some of the radio stations.
British Broadcast Ministry. I'm Bradley Fortworth, your host and guide through the wonderful world of classical music. Welcome to the program. Let's begin. Originally incidental music for a play based on a Norwegian folk hero, the following piece has gained a life of its own. In the Hall of the Mountain King is next.
I don't know how much I'm going to get in terms of copyright claim for some of this music, but I guess we'll see.
Welcome to Crystal Palace Radio. I'm Artful Roger.
And I'm Olivia Twist, playing those delightful classics from the other side of the pond.
If you miss the swinging beats of days gone by, you are in the right place.
So stay tuned. Who knows what musical masterpiece we'll play next?
We dedicate this next song to our very own Olivia Twist. Shall I have this dance?
You know the answer, Roger. Let's boogie.
Okay. Alright, so it seems like this one, the Broadcast Ministry, has all the classical music like the Institute station had in Fallout 4. Crystal Palace seems to have all the music from the other Fallout games. I think the Mend is where the original music plays.
Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Testing? Testing? 1, 2, 3. Ah, here we go then. It's me, your boy Nigel. Some call me Nigel the Nihilist, but you, me old shiners, can call me whatever you like. Now, some of you might remember the old Pretretron host DJ, XJT13. But his little sprocket went bang and so did the music. So now you're stuck with me and my new little pirate radio station, The Mend. So yeah, you're on The Mend, here with Nigel the Nihilist. Get it? I'm a little bit different than the tight asses over at the BBM, and whilst I love them to bits, the two beauties over at the Palace ain't got nothing on me. I'll be laying down some hits from across the London wasteland as well as some stuff from my swag bag all the way from the US of A. Get your ass settled in and let's listen to the tunes.
No, I'm probably not going to listen to too much of the radio until I get out of here. Yeah, this is an original song for the game. I do like that they did that, though, that they actually managed to get some stuff made for the game itself. Hello. Didn't realize that was there. But yeah, because most of the songs from that you can play through the radio on the Fallout games will be copyright striked if you stream them. Well, I don't know if you'll completely lose your video or something, but at the very least you won't be able to monetize it if you post it on, say, YouTube, for example. Welcome to Turing Computing Limited Term Link. Likeness 0, so shop is not it, moon is not it, ship maybe? Nope, 1. Oh, nope. Stun? Maybe stun. Time for some more lore! A patrol up in Newham has discovered a stockpile of American technology, hidden away on a military cargo plane at London City Airport. The flight logs suggest it was grounded after the United States annexation of Canada, and held in containment until the bombs fell. Curious. I'll have some of it brought down. See what's salvageable. Yes. Say what you will about the Americans, and I always did, but their technological trinkets were delightful. Let's forget the atom bomb and look at their more practical contributions. Take the Pip-Boy, for example, a Robco design. It's a marvelous little invention. It contains all one needs to carry out daily tasks. It has a radio, global positioning system, task management, and countless other utilities. Who needs a brain when you have all that? Obviously, I would never need such a device, but I could see it having some use. I'll reverse engineer it. There was always room for improvement with Robco inventions. Motherfucker thinks he's smarter than Robert House. Maybe he is, who knows. I have come to the correct conclusion that a wrist-mounted device would be impractical for use within my organization. Whether it be the scientists or the troopers, they must have immaculate accuracy. A hunk of metal strapped to their wrists would hinder that. Yes, a handheld, ergonomic device would be suited to our needs. I'd also like to install a proper Geiger counter. Don't get me wrong, it's impressively concerning that they had the foresight to include one. But you can barely read the thing on this model. Not ideal. I had to look at some other models. Turns out Vault-Tec made revisions of their own. Specifically some kind of video-assisted targeting system. Intriguing. Our troopers, of course, can already outperform this technology, but I might as well include it. I'll also make it compatible with the laboratory maglocks. Why not? Smythe seems like he's a rather high and mighty sort of fella, doesn't he? It looks like I'm nearing completion of this little project. The Attaboy, I fucking love that that's what he called it. The Attaboy has finally been born. Angel Technical Task Assistant. Attaboy. I just need to iron out a few kinks and we'll have a working prototype. Though I'll have to put this project on the back burner for a while, there are far more pressing matters to deal with. Oh, wait, I need to do this. Out. Let me out. Well, if I ever find a 9mm pistol, I've got 8 rounds.
It's got no power. The bloody thing won't budge. You're lucky, Johnny. You won't use this in a fucking clock. Winston, you have a go. You got it, boss. Uh-huh. Yeah, no power. I can remove it from the main network. But... What the fuck's that on the camera? Right outside, look. Ain't they one of the floors? I don't give a fuck. Just get us out of here. They'll have to find their own way.
Rerouting to emergency power.
Thanks for leaving me in the dark, jackasses! Bien. But yeah, there are a few different things kicking around where obviously they're reusing assets from Fallout 4 on top of making their own. but sometimes there are things here that don't quite gel. Like, for example, the Vault-Tec symbol here. It should be Angel, but, you know. There's a few Boston-specific things that you'll notice as you go through as well. I have a torch! I can see! Excalibur? Did I just find the Blade of Legend in a med kit? No, Excalibur is basically this game's version of Excel, it seems. Excuse me while I take everything that's not nailed down. I can apparently make caltrops. Bear trap. Poison caltrops. Okay. I never did make much use of the chemistry station, so... Rain fungus! Okay, I think that's the proper way out, but let's have a poke around, see if I can find anything useful. Take more microscopes, those are always nice to have. It'd be real nice if I could find a gun. Probably won't, but it'd be nice. Poison on some of the rad shrews. I actually came across a couple of shrews while I was in the woods when I was back home last weekend. Nowhere near as big and scary as the ones in this game, I'll say that much.
Where are you going?
Hello, friend.
I doubt you'll make it far, someone such as yourself. You were more useful as a lab rat. But alas, it seems I'm not long for this world. It's a shame, really. There was so much I wanted to do. Off you go, then. Be seeing you.
Emergency decontamination in effect.
I'm assuming that's Mr. Smythe. I also like how the logo for Angel is just straight up the Masons logo. Teapot! Fuck yeah! As soon as I get topside, I'm gonna make myself a nice cuppa. I'm assuming I'm going to be able to come back here at some point or another, because there's no way in hell I'd be able to open that door at any point at the beginning of the game. Now, as we go through this, I'm going to be shooting out theories as to what I think is happening. The fact that that man, who I assume was Smythe, just said he's not long for this world, but also that he'll be seeing me, is a bit strange.
seems I neglected to introduce myself. Very unprofessional of me. I'm Mr. Smythe. And you, well, it doesn't matter who you are. Now, I'm sure you have many questions, and perhaps someday I'll answer them. But for now, Wayfarer, let's not stand on parade. Since I'm known for giving one a sporting chance, I've unlocked the doors. Go. Stay safe, and remember, mind the gap.
Yeah, so he said that he's not long for this world, but he told me he'd be seeing me, and that couldn't have been a recording because he was speaking directly to me. So my theory is either, at the moment, this can change rapidly, because again, I have no idea what's happening here. Smythe is either not human at all, like it might be almost like a synth scenario, even though this is, I think, roughly 100 years before a synth would even be a thing. He might be a clone. Because it could be that I'm a clone. Like, that's why I was in the vat, and that's why they were wondering about my physical attributes and stuff. So Smythe might be somebody who was a higher up within the organization of Angel, early on, before everything went to hell. And he just made clones of himself. So the Smythe that I saw down in the lab could very well be dead, but, like, he's not the only Smythe. That's my current... Like, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow the twist is going to be, much like the twist with, oh no, father is actually your son in Fallout 4, the twist could be that I am a clone of Smythe. Like, that's the reason why his face was in shadow there, that's why we don't really see him here, is like when I finally meet a version of him face to face, it's just gonna be me. Now, I don't see how that would work, though, if you were playing as a female, so I might be off on that count. Unless, of course, that's not actually... Like, nobody knows what they really look like, but who knows? Again, I'm just spitballing here. Oh my god, there's hats! Top hat, formal hat, summer hat, derby hat, bowler hat. Fuck yes. Okay. All right, we gotta have ourselves a little fashion show. Hold on. All right, this is good. It's good. I like that. Let's try the derby. I mean, it's okay, but it seems to be clipping pretty severely. Is the bowler's clipping as well? Okay, the bowler's not. The derby is. So the derby is right out. What about the formal hat? Be good. I think we got a little bit of clipping going on, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I think I might have to stick with the bowler for now. Well, actually, wait, no, top hat. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. Although I think I will stick with the bowler for now. I'm sorry, I apologize in advance, but what's going to happen is I'm going to be trying on every single hat I come across. I knew the British would have a shitload of hats in this game, and I was not disappointed. Let's get some Molotov cocktails for to completely incinerate myself with. destroyed. Yeah, there appear to be a number of, like, Slocum Joe's advertisements kicking around, which is odd, because, again, that's a, like, a lot of these are just ads that are directly from Fallout 4. So, unless the products were also sold in England, it seems strange. Also, the fact that we straight up have Vault-Tec propaganda here. Ding. I do love the fancy telephone. Football. I also like that the pre-war shopping bag is just a bag with Vault 111's vault suit in it. So yeah, some stuff seems a bit off. Management reminder. Subject. Welcome to the Shard. Attention all staff. Welcome to the Shard, London's premier luxury hotel and residence. We extend our warmest greetings to all guests arriving during this tumultuous time. Rest assured, your comfort and safety are our top priorities. Please enjoy your stay and do not hesitate to contact our concierge team for any assistance you may require. Thank you for your cooperation. Best regards, the Shard Management. Oh, I just missed that comment from Baked. It's like, my name is Cap after all. Well, of course! It's right there in the name. You should know I need to try on all the hats. I mean, it's not like I, in real life, own like 16 different hats, I think. Many of them being like hats I just found. I do have a top hat. You know, as matter of, well, I'm half afraid to do this because it might cause the game to crash, but it's gonna be worth it. Give me a minute. Okay, so, in case it does actually cause the game to crash, let's exit the monitor and, you know, save it. Okay, so let's see if I can do this without causing the game to crash. Just to show you I wasn't kidding. It's not quite the same color as the one I just found in the game, but here we are. And aside from the bowler, we also have top hat, which does not go down over my head as much as I thought it did. But I've got a large melon, and it's a top hat, it's supposed to be tall. I don't get to wear this one very often, it's a shame. Because, I mean, how many situations do you get into where you can wear a top hat? Like, when is it socially acceptable to wear a top hat? What I need to do is I need to get, like, one of the really tall ones. I don't know why I'm going the whole length of my face with that. Well, no, I suppose it would be the whole length of my face, plus this, you know? Get one of the stovepipe ones, like old Abe Lincoln. I should really actually wear this thing somewhere again sometime. This is a poor time of the year for it, though. It's very warm, so. Also, there's a bunch of random cat hair on it. Gee, I wonder where that came from. But yeah. So, you know. Yes, hats. You can never have too many of them, it seems. Alright, so let's switch back over to the game and see if it crashes. Oh my god, I don't think it did. I'm shocked. I'm too used to playing Fallout New Vegas, tabbing out of that, and that just straight up crashing. Alright, so where were we? I was gonna punch a computer, apparently. Throw the peasants out. Management reminder. Subject, throw the peasants out. Attention all staff. In light of the ongoing resource war and heightened security measures, it is imperative that we maintain strict access protocols. Please remember that individuals of lower standards or class are not permitted entry into the building under any circumstances. Report any breaches immediately to security personnel. Thank you for your cooperation. Maintenance update. We are experiencing minor issues with plumbing in several guest rooms on the 12th floor. Maintenance has been informed and is currently addressing the situation. Guests affected have been relocated as per protocol. This needs to be fixed within the week, or you can find yourselves another job. Thank you for your attention to this matter. As we continue our valiant defense against unexpected visitors and mice, let's ensure our hotel remains impenetrable. Keep the access points to the shard locked tighter than a jar of Warmite, and report any suspicious characters, human or mice, pronto. Thank you for your cooperation. It's funny, it's going to be funny if we see a lot of little bits of Fallout lore in this that they don't touch on much in the main games, because the resource war he's talking about is a thing that happened in the lead up to the Great War. You just don't hear a lot about it in the main games, because the main games usually focus more on stuff like the annexation of Canada, the battle in Anchorage, which was kind of part of the resource war, but it's still just mainly considered part of the kerfuffle between the US and China, and, of course, you know, the nukes flying. Oh, I can't get in that one. Because, like most resources in general, but specifically unsurprisingly, oil was quite scarce in the run-up to everything getting nuked to hell. So I think it was about 10 or 15 years before the nuclear holocaust happened. Oh, hello. Do you have a gun? There's a lot of dead soldiers, but I don't see guns. But, what ended up happening is that, oil was starting to get really scarce, and if I remember correctly, there was basically some sort of conglomeration of various European states that ended up waging war with the Middle East. I think specifically Saudi Arabia, I can't recall, I'd have to look up the Fallout timeline to see it. Specifically because they had the remaining reserves of oil, but then in the end it turned out that the conflict... I think England and their European allies won the war, but the conflict ended up draining all the oil resources that they wanted to get from the Middle East anyway. So they came back empty-handed. Specifically because they fought to try to get it in the first place. So at that point, the only remaining oil reserves, I think, on the planet were in Alaska, which is why the Chinese invaded Anchorage in the first place. Which is something you can kind of experience in a simulation in one of the Fallout 3 DLCs. True! These shrews are a lot bigger than the other shrews. Oh god. I think I'm gonna get killed by shrews. Shit. The dreaded rad shrew. closer look at these things. God, that's hideous. I don't know why I need to stare at his ass right now, but... okay. Yeah, so apparently I can open this up with 7 strength. Do it. You heard the note. Go. Do it. Do I have drugs? I mean, I know I have drugs, but do I have drugs that are going to boost my... well, no. I would need to boost my strength 5. Yeah, that's only 2. It's also only 2. No, I don't have enough to do it. There's not really a whole hell of a lot I can do up here, so down we go.
Lobby.
Bing. Was I up over on the right? I don't think I was. By right, I mean left. Oh, hey, it's the Eye. London Eye. Big goddamn Ferris wheel. I don't think there's much else of note in here. I think it might be time for me to leave. Oh, I can't go that way, though. It's this way. I swear I played through this part of the game only last night. Dun. Bridge. London, England. In the event of nuclear attack, take shelter in your nearest underground station. Protect and survive. Yeah, see, we have the Slocum's Joe thing, and they're specifically talking about dollars. Yeah, that's... Can't pick that. No graffiti. He's floating! He must burn. And yeah, mass fusion. We keep Boston running. Exit through the gift shop. Tunnel cough is a killer, so always wear your mask underground. Delicious beer. And now I have a weapon. A dapper weapon at that. Have at thee, knaves! Wow, they took me out real damn quick. Also, there was a European Civil War at some point in the setting as well, according to the loading blurb we just saw. Fuck you both. Kill me, why don't you? I'm going to eat one of you out of spite. Although I don't think I will. I think I'll wait until I cook it. Let's have some purified water instead. Less rads I get, the better. I forget how I even activate VATS. Q. Okay. Yeah. That's more like it. The good bowler. Oh crap, I was going to equip the walking cane. Oh, they've poisoned me. That's why I'm losing so much health. Radshrews are poisonous. That's awful. I don't like that. Trafalgar Square is now permanently marked on your map. This is also just the Wasteland Survival Guide to Diamond City, which apparently tells me how to get to Trafalgar Square. Let's have a look at the map. Wait, currently the map is just... This is Boston. This is the Fallout 4 map. Let's flick on the radio for a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all tuned into Old Blighty's best radio station, The Mend. With me, your host, Nigel, the Nihilist. Here's a real classic from the good old days. Here's Heart-Shaped Mushroom Clouds.
Ammunition, no gun. What was a Jimmy hat? I guess it's basically Radix? Fuck yeah, burr. I will take your bottle of scotch. Just hear something yell over there somewhere. Yeah, weird that we have more American propaganda on the walls. Ah! Happy birthday. Cake. The teddy bears are different for some reason. Out. Reservation shelter. So many things I could unlock if only I had a high enough lockpick skill. But alas, I do not. Gee, they get the Boston Bugle all the way over here? Amazing. Of course, this is my own fault for playing on the very high difficulty, but here we are. Teabag! Of course, we just found a new hat, so you know what that means. See it.
That one you just listened to was Heart-Shaped Mushroom Cloud by Kyle Downs.
This hat. Let's look at my...
This radio station is Brassic. If you fancy topping up my coffers, head over to me in Hackney. Till then, here's me shilling for the courthouse. Reminder from the Tommies that the financial district of London is still dangerous and they do not have things under control here. Probably took some guts to make that message, eh? Nuclear love! Ha! Do we all know that, Phil?
I like how this is basically Atom Bomb, baby. Okay, so where does this take me? I haven't been down here yet. I just went straight on out before. What fresh horror am I going to find down here? Rad roaches! It's nice to see something familiar. I'm a bit of a Nulon guy myself. Sweet cuppa. It's lightning fast. I do like the actual songs they made for this game, though. It's very fitting for the setting.
What a joyful little track. I really hope you enjoyed that. That was by Pepper Coyote, everyone. Next we've got Avalon Brown. She's pretty good, right?
I get the feeling there's probably not much for me to find down here, though. Go this way, though. British Imperial Ministry of Transportation. I love how it's just one of the underground signs, except with a hat. Hoping to find more clothing than this lab coat, but I guess I'll just stick with what I have, eh? Okay, so it doesn't really look like there's much going on down here. Just some rad roaches for me to kill, some random scrap that I can probably use to make... Wait, what? Cigarette card, wild animal number 12. The Armenian jerboa. The Armenian jerboa is a curious rodent found in desert regions where it lives in small parties. It is nocturnal in its habits and has keen sight and hearing. The hind legs, which are longer than the body, enable the animal to make enormous leaps, and the tail helps to balance it. The jerboa goes on all four legs only when feeding, the 4 feet being used chiefly for burrowing and conveying food to the mouth. I guess that's just a type of collectible, much like they were in, Red Dead Redemption. Chinese mint grab. Have you... Have you seen this chicken? That's a fucking Wallace and Gromit reference. That's Feathers McGraw. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, automatically, right now, 10 out of 10, best mod, best game, game of the year, they have Feathers McGraw. Oh, that's fucking beautiful, that is. That's amazing. I love it. Okay, let's see if I can get the hell out of here.
Gotta love Avalon Brand, right? Another good one. Up next is I've Wandered the Wastes.
Okay, let's actually get out of here so we can get into London proper. I've been playing this for 2 hours and I haven't actually gotten into the game yet. First and foremost, though, let's save it while I'm still down here in the station.
I've wandered the wastes. I've danced with the ghosts. Now standing alone in the streets of my home. I've been gone too long. I've seen far too much. Now see
Pigeons are sturdy creatures and one of the few visually unaffected by radiation. Apparently, Angel has modified some pigeons to spy on the populace. Well, I mean, I suppose that makes sense. One thing that does actually get mentioned briefly in a terminal in Fallout 4 is that the ravens you see flying around, ravens and crows you see flying around the Commonwealth have been modified by the Institute to spy on the overworld. So Angel and the Institute don't seem like they're terribly different now, do they? Anyway, let's turn off the radio for now. Okay, so this is where the game typically crashes. I have no choice but to get on this train. I do love that they give you a pretty decent view of the city in this one section where you're on this train, though.
You can expect delays and revisions to the timetables of this train service due to leaves on the track.
And here we go. So yeah, when the train crash and the title screen happens, sometimes the game crashes. Ironic, I know, but here it is. On Saturday, October 23rd, 2077, at 1447, the United Kingdom was consumed by the flames of nuclear war. The American war with China had finally engulfed the world in its cataclysmic conclusion. Now, it might take a while for this to load. The Attaboy is the ultimate in personal computing devices and is the result of reverse engineering the American Robco Pip-Boy. But yeah, we can just read their little lore dumps here. Every issue of Constable Cruel you collect adds a slight increase to enemy limb damage. Interesting. Constable Cruel. As opposed to Constable Crueler, who is delicious and tastes like honey. Wait. Huh? Oh my god, it worked! God damn. Lab rat, whatever those scientists did to you, it took its toll on your body. Until you find a cure for this ailment, you'll take 10% more damage in combat. Further investigation into your origins may lead you to the remedy. Railway spine! That crash left you rattled, and it'll take more than the stim pack to fix this kind of damage. Until you seek out a medical professional, you will deal 10% less damage. Great, so I take... more damage, and I deal less damage. That's fantastic. God, you'd think a train crash wouldn't be as bad as all that. I discovered train crash. I feel like I caused a train crash. I've discovered new exciting levels of pain. Hey look, there's a bunch of Latios in the road ahead. Let's go have a chat with them, shall we? Hello, friends.
Bloody hell, what was that?
Sounded painful if you ask me.
Better not be those dogs up to something. I swear if it is.
Not everything's the dogs, Johnny.
You look like shit, mate. You alright? This one just came off the train, boss.
Quiet, the both of you. Well, well, well. If it isn't the lab rat. You made it out. You're in a right state, ain't you? Never had a crash round here before.
I feel like my charisma is too low. Who are you? Give me water. I'm in a right state. Have you looked in the mirror? Who the fuck do you think you are? Alright, let's try.
Don't have any to spare, I'm afraid.
Bastard. Who are you?
Name's Gaunt. Sebastian Gaunt. And these dredges are Chill Winston and Johnny Shrapnel. But you can ignore Johnny. We're the Vagabonds.
We're the roughest, toughest, sharpest gang round these parts. Not like the dogs.
Snuff it, Johnny. Don't scare away our new acquaintance. So, who are you exactly?
Unclear, but it would appear I was stuck in some sort of lab. I was able to escape on a train before a crash. Just lost and confused. I escaped a lab? I think I'm also a train wreck survivor.
Only the gentry use those trains. Looks like you're the wayfarer now, like the rest of us.
I don't think I'm a gentry.
Yeah, well, you don't look like it.
Was it the mask? The coat? It can't be the hat. The hat screams gentry. What is this place?
Lewisham, or what's left of it.
Who are the dogs?
The Isle of Dogs Syndicate. Johnny gets a bit excited about them.
Wait a minute, you were in that lab fighting those scientists.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a supply run.
We bought the location off someone in Thameshaven. Some old construction papers.
I'm not in good shape. I need a doctor.
Wayfarer. Seems like you got two choices. You could head down that way to the Thames folk. Ain't exactly pleasant to look at, but appearances can be deceiving. They may even know a thing or two about that lab, seeing as they sold us the location. Otherwise, you can stick it out with me and my mates. We help you out, you help us out.
What's wrong with the Thames folk?
How can I put this nicely? They look like chewing gum stamped into the pavement.
What do you mean by helping you out?
Let's just say that we're not the only gang sniffing around London. And we need help dealing with the competition. Obviously, we'd give you a little pick-me-up first.
What if none of that sounds appealing to me?
Could just wander off in a random direction, but I wouldn't recommend it. I doubt that you'd last long in your state.
Can't tell me what to do. I go where I please. You know what? Let's stick with these guys. Gaunt looks like a trustworthy fella. Wouldn't you trust that face? I trust that face. I think I'll stick it out with you guys.
Nice. We could use an extra pair of hands.
I got a cane.
Take this for the road. Its best days are behind it.
I got a balisong. A gift from Sebastian Gaunt. It's seen better days than Old Blighty, but nothing a sharp-eyed blacksmith couldn't work out. Swan and Miter. Follow the vagabonds. Well, it's better than my walking cane. Charybdis, find Thameshaven. Alright, Gaunt, me old chum, I'll give you a follow, I suppose. However, I think I leveled up, didn't I? I did, yes. Alright, so what... Lady Killer and confirmed Bachelor are back. Luck training, agility training, intelligence, charisma. I don't think I'll do any of those. I need level 8 for Sneering Imperialist, level 20 for Explorer, level 10 for Scholar. Reading something once a day, whether it be a work of literature or a shit-stained note in a rat-infested sewer, will grant you 100 experience points. Cannibal. Feast on mortal flesh to heal your wounds. Eating human corpses restore health. Iron Fist. Channel your chi to unleash devastating fury. Big Leagues. I feel like that's a skill I should probably take. Okay, I need strength level 3 for that. And I need strength level 4 for blacksmith, so I should be upgrading my strength. Heavy gunner, strong back. Steady aim, basher. I like the pickpocket one. The rifleman one is pretty hilarious. Yeah, I definitely need to increase some of my those skills if I my special skills. Jesus Christ. Toughness. Lead belly. Life giver. Chem resistant. I do love that they have all these specific little things that they added to represent these things. Chair to fire. Ghoulish. Sure, you're still human on the outside. No Wanderer. I won't take that because I might want to get companions. Inspirational. Let the angels guide you. Gun nut is definitely one I want to take at some point, but as is Gunslinger. I wonder if the Mysterious Stranger has been changed, like if the Mysterious Stranger is James Bond now. I do kind of like the way that this was set up in Fallout 4's base game more than this, I'll say that. I think for now, I might just... I'm going to want to increase strength and perception so I can be able to, like, get armor, blacksmith, and lockpick. Or locksmith, I should say. Yeah, let's do some strength training for this one. Bam. Alright, lads, where are we going?
A new face. You stick. Didn't your mum teach you better?
You the one helping out? Good to see everybody out to get us.
I do love that animation.
We used to be something, but now... Right, as this seems to be a prime rabbit in the headlights situation, I'll give you a rundown of who's who in Old Blighty, shall I? First up, there's us. We're the Vagabonds. Used to be big names in South London till a couple of things went awry. But enough about that till later. The cunts who made things go awry are the Isle of Dogs Syndicate. There's a fucking lot of them, and they all walk around with the Gentry reserves in their skyrocket, so they got tickets to burn. They got that bees and honey dancing with the Gentry. The Gentry rule from their ivory towers, pissing off their pedestals from Westminster. Forget trying to get in there. Those gates are tighter than a duck's arse. Why are they so tight, you ask? Because they've got the Tommies to defend them. Powerful enough to take the peace, too stupid to keep it. Which means the occasional toe rags crop up and have a punt at Blighty leadership. This brings me to the dress-up factions. Take your pick. Camelot, the only Tin Man Knights in Wandsworth. Or if you fancy painting it black, you've the Fifth Column Tyrants in Tower Hamlets. Next on the list, you've the twats in the periphery. Hooligans that'll smack you. Beefeaters that'll eat you. Jack Tars will stick a cannon up your arse. Roundels in Hackney. Well, they keep to themselves unless you've got a thing against scooters. Miller's men are the slapheads over in Islington. Neighbouring next to them are the Pistols in Camden who want anarchy in the UK. All of that makes sense. So, as life dictates, you should probably stick with us. Know what I mean? The rest you can work out yourself, because I'm tired of monologuing. But if they shoot at you, they ain't your mate. Guns are more common round here these days, ever since Enfield opened its doors to all and sundry. You'll need to keep your head down. You ain't in that test tube anymore, sunshine. Now, left, right, left, right. I think they call it walking.
Gee, thanks, Sebastian. That's great. Now let me have a look at the map again. Okay, it has changed. It is different. We're not looking at Boston anymore. That's good, that is. Happy about that. Okay, there's Trafalgar Square. Where are we going, Mr. Gaunt? Honestly, you're the only friend I have. I have no choice but to follow you. Hopefully I'll find something better than this lab coat soon.
We've got a small camp across the road. The fuck? What? Ricky, what the fuck?
They attacked us. Took us by surprise.
How many?
2 or 3 IODs.
Fucking dogs. Fuck them all.
And what the fuck were they doing here?
They were... I feel faint.
Christ, you're pathetic. Wayfarer, get a first aid kit from Greenwich Station.
If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
If I'm watching you, at least 2 others are doing the same. Don't try nothing.
You're right.
It's a good day to get things done.
We won't fall to the likes of the dogs, or anyone else.
I guess I'm helping these guys now.
And there'll be consequences.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Okay, I'm not going to swipe stuff off of their dead, as much as I love their clothing. I'll wait until I find my own shit. I mean, obviously it's not going to make any difference, but I feel like I would be upset if somebody just started stripping one of my friends naked. I mean, it's a look. It's definitely a look. It's better than the lab coat. Well, actually, it might not actually be better. It's not better than the lab coat. I should probably stick with the lab coat. Honestly, I might switch back to my, test subject suit. Let's go back to that for now. Corpse cabbage? Now, you would think I already have enough medical supplies to help out Tricky Rick, but perhaps not. Perhaps not. So dark. Everywhere. Owns beans. See, Nuka-Cola made its way across the pond. His master's choice, simply the finest records in the Empire. Excellent. Something down there wants to kill me, it seems. To be able to put my rusty new knife to good use. Oh, that's a ghoul. How long do you think it'll be until I decide, you know what, maybe I should lower the difficulty? Getting smacked to death by a ghoul, maybe. Okay, so the tickets that I see kicking around, the underground tickets, that's the currency, not caps. I suppose that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, why would it be bottle caps? Apparently cigarettes increase my experience gain? How about that? Can't fight back, your arm's off! I don't have enough pound coins. Alas. It's gonna increase my rad count, but... Still real funny that the Boston Bugle apparently can be found here. British Bobby is a famous slang name for a member of London's Metropolitan Police. It was derived from the name of Sir Robert Peel, who established the force in 1829. Police officers in London are also known as peelers for the same reason. There's a little history lesson for you. Peelers. Despite their reputation as hooligans, the Miller's men are skilled fighters and should not be underestimated. Very few outsiders are lucky enough to leave their headquarters, the Charterhouse, alive. Considering how badly I'm being roughed up, I think survival difficulty is a bad idea. The funny thing, too, is the Balisong seems to have a fast attack speed according to the game, but it doesn't seem that fast, if I'm being honest. Where'd your lads go, Rick?
You came back.
What happened?
After the IODs ambushed us, I heard them talking. There's gonna be an attack on the Swan and Mitre. The second I managed to give Gaunt that information, he left me here. The Whoreson left me to die.
Why did they attack?
Probably wanted to get rid of any reinforcements before the attack. They're clever, I'll give them that.
Where did the others go?
Back to the Swan and Mitre, I suppose.
Are you okay?
Bullet in my abdomen. I've seen better days.
But are you okay? Got a first aid kit.
Gaunt's gone. And he was the one with the medical know-how. Don't suppose you could fix me up.
If my intelligence was just a little higher. Just wrap this bandage and I find you a doctor?
What happens to walk by? You wouldn't reach one in time.
Do I just wrap this bandage around you? I'll take that as a no? I think I made it worse. Sorry.
You knew what you were doing. Fuck. Go to the Swan and Mitre. Give them dogs hell. You got me, but not my boys.
Well, that's one death on my conscience. However, he does have a gun. I won't straight up take the man's clothes off of him, but I will take, well, everything else. He has given me a gun. 32 rounds. So that's going to be on 1, and this is going to be on 2. Alright, the military fatigues are basically no different than they are in any other, in the main game. I think I might just switch back to my test subject suit currently, though. Just leave it at that. You know, as stylish as that happens to be, I guess. So, at the very least, let's go to the Swan and Mitre, see what we can do to help out there. And, after that, after I get the lay of the land there, see who the hell the dogs are. Maybe I'll leave it at that for now. I do love the fish-headed man. God damn, the Swan and Miter is a bit of a distance away. I'll see if I can get over there without dying. I think I'll save my stim pack. Hopefully I'll level up or something. If I'm truly lucky, I'll, I don't know where I was going with that. If I'm truly lucky, maybe I'll blank. If I'm truly lucky, hopefully I won't come across much in the way of things trying to kill me. Or maybe I will, and I'll be able to heal myself.
Listeners, you're on the mend with Nigel the Nihilist. I mean, there's not a lot of open glory out there these days. Maybe this track by Paula Taffy might pick everyone up.
There's a random church. Okay, so if I go this way and take the road down, I'll get to it. I don't think I want to hit up too many, I don't think I want to hit up too many locations just yet. I'll save the exploration for another stream. Right now I just want to get down there and help out Sebastian, and hopefully I'll be able to fix up whatever the hell is wrong with me. What is this? What is this? I know what it is, but something wants to kill me nearby. Oh, there's ghouls. God damn it! God damn it! I don't know about saving the queen, but the zombs just murdered me. Realizing their technological disadvantage against the gentry, many gangs of London revisited the idea of making crude laser guns. Certain gangs have even set up weapons manufacturing workshops. Okay, so where's it gonna plop me? Have I gotta go talk to Rick and have him unfortunately die again? Although if I have something that'll increase my intelligence... No, he's dead. He's dead, never mind. Did I have any? I think I did have something that would have increased my intelligence enough to help him. Yeah, Excalibur would have. Oh well, there's nothing I can do about that now. My, the sky is funny looking. Alright, so let's very carefully see if I can make my way down to the Swan and Miter. The smart thing to do would be to lower the difficulty, but I'm not doing that. That's accepting defeat. And we can't be having it. Anyway, point is, don't walk towards weird glowing things, because that way leads ghouls. Sky's right, Perdula. Well, somebody's got some fortifications set up. Not enough to keep me out, though, it seems. Though I am going the wrong way if I want to get to the Swan and Mitre. I have blueberries. I don't know what the fuck they are. Oh no, the ghouls. I presume. This gun does fuck all damage! Run! Run! Okay, if I hide up this tree, they can't hurt me. I'm gonna use up all my ammunition before I even get over there, aren't I? Ugh. Ah, Jesus! Dead! Here I thought I was playing a smart. Alright, let's try one more time. Let's try one more time to get over there without getting mauled to death by ghouls. You know, if I was smart, I'd make a wide berth around the church. I think that might be the best thing to do. I forgot how difficult ghouls can be to kill this early on in the game. They're a joke once you get to a decent level and have some good perks in your system, but... See you, Ricky. I'll try not to join you this time. Alright, so let's try to avoid the church. Let's go straight across and then down. Ain't you ridiculous? Can I get in the bus? I cannot get in the bus. Alas. May as well heal myself up a little, just in case.
Greetings, fellow listeners. You're on the mend with Nigel the Nihilist. Land of hope and glory. Does anything more need to be said about this song? No? I'll just hit play then.
Land of hope and glory.
Okay, I was doing pretty good until I started going for the weird glowy thing. So let's just not go for the weird glowy thing this time. Doctor leaves. Doctor! What a fucking vision I am. Stay away from the ghouls, but if I get too close to those rad barrels, I'll become one. Also, this is pointless, because I think I'm blocked in. Unless there's a way out down here. There's the tree I died on. Oh, son of a... Son of a... Yeah, no, let's not go in there. Let's just walk straight on into the loving embrace of the other ghouls. Jesus Christ, the ghouls. Cart, jump on the cart. Okay, I hit one of them. I know I hit one of them. Fuck you! Let's eat some delicious shrew.
Simply love that track. Paula Taffy and her bestest. In its next song, London Bridge is doing exactly what I wish it would do. Full fucking down. And hopefully it'll take all the dirty cannibals with it.
Okay, so I presume that's where the cannibals live. London Bridge. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Please. Redforge, please. Okay, we're going this way. I'm beginning to think maybe going to see the Thames folk might have been the best idea first, though, because at the very least I guess I would have gone to a small settlement. As opposed to, you know, following my dear friend Sebastian Gaunt and getting thrown directly into the middle of a gang war. What the fuck is that? Hello? Are you friendly? That's a rad rabbit. I don't think I'm going to take my chances. Let's go this way. I can go rabbit hunting, I suppose. Squirrel pups. Interesting number of creatures they have in this game. At least these things don't seem like they're terribly hostile. So maybe I can get through the field without something gnawing my toes off.
London Bridge is falling down. La la la, what a tune. Guinness Water, everybody. Since you left our love behind, love, I'd leave behind literally everything to get the fuck out of London. I suppose the song's a banger though.
Well, I found the Royal Observatory. That's something at least. Found a mangy fox. That's something at least. Oh god, what wants to kill me? Is it the mangy fox? Oh, there's a lot of them. Run! Everything is terrifying. Everything is terrifying and wants to kill me. Kill the fox! Okay, you know what? I think I actually need to lower the difficulty. I said I wasn't going to. I said I was going to be stubborn. But I feel like Very Herd was not a good place to start it at. I feel like Very Herd was just me being a masochist. Melee combat with the Naval Walker is a fast way to an explosive death. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know what a Naval Walker is, but that's good to know. England is terrifying, it seems. I mean, it's terrifying when a bunch of mangy fox will rip your legs off. Okay, it's put me here. Alright, so let's lower the difficulty to hard. Let's leave it at that. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I'm really glad I didn't decide to be super awful to myself and play on survival. That's good. May as well abuse that so I can build up some crits just in case. Hear gunfire somewhere for some reason. Anyway, let's not go through the Royal Observatory this time. I mean, seeing as how I've lowered the difficulty, I don't know if the mangy foxes are going to kill me, but I don't know if I want to run that risk. I want to take the Wonderloo. You know what? A good way to get a little bit of health back is to sleep. I know I took the Sleepwalker trait though, but hey, let's put it in action. Let's see if I wake up somewhere strange. So for argument's sake, I'm right here, just south of this area. Sleep for a couple hours, see what happens. Where the fuck am I gonna end up? Not an insomniac, a sleepwalker. Which is something I've only done, I think, twice in my life. And this is where we see if I regret taking this trait. Tunnel cough proved to be a deadly disease that struck London in the years leading to the Great War. The city started drowning under so many corpses that proper burials were not always guaranteed. That sounds fun. I have discovered a razor grain field. Okay, cool. So where am I? Oh my god. Okay. I am so far away from my quest objectives. Okay. Well, sir, let's just make a beeline back towards wherever the fuck. Did they get killed by this thing? I can't see Jack. Okay. The place looks interesting. I feel like taking Sleepwalker was a terrible idea. I've leveled up? Let's take... Maybe we'll take Gun Nut in the anticipation of being able to upgrade one of my weapons. Is that a horse? Sleipnir? Hello. Okay. It has multiple legs and 4 eyes. Okay then. Ion Brew. I love that's what it's called. Because of course it would have a Fallout theme. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello. Is that a weapons bench? Book short. Almost where the heart is.
Well, that's my nickname because I overcooked a grenade and blew half my face off. My real name's Casey Smith, but that's boring, so now I'm Cookshaw. You know, it's a crazy thing to find joy in this post-apocalyptic world, but here we are. We've managed to carve out a somewhat peaceful existence in a world that's anything but. And I'll tell you what's been keeping me content. It's this little place that we found to call home. It might not be much, just an old barn with some patched up walls and a cozy corner for the fire, but it's ours. It's safe, and it's ours. In a world where danger lurks around every corner, having a place to rest, to share stories with fellow survivors, There's a treasure beyond there. So yeah, leaving this holotapes. Just like Mark said, it's a way of enjoying what little joy we can find in a place like this. Marky boy? Mark?
Well, that didn't last long for her, did it? At least I get some armor out of it.
That was Baby Won't You Please Come Home by Camella's Choice.
Okay, I need to increase my blacksmith skill for this.
And I just want you all to know I love you. Just wish you loved me back. But here I am being a shill for some ticks. Here's a word from the scooter shed located in Hackney is the best place for all-rounders around to get their scooter parts. Come hang out with the gang, see what they have to offer. Now, personally, I prefer this version than the others, so here's Miss Beth Bell with There'll Always Be a New.
Interesting. Okay, so can I do anything? Well, I can increase the damage of the cane, but I doubt I'm going to be using that anymore. Now, can I turn this thing into a pistol? Probably not. Oh, I really can't do much with this right now, can I? Geez, I really need to increase my ranks for this particular gun, don't I? I can add a suppressor to it, though. Or a bayonet. Oh, that's something. It's not much, but it's something. Yeah, I really like that somebody locked up that bottle of beer. Wasn't even full. Didn't even have anything in it. Horsies.
Wish there was still an influence that sunrise baby. That was Miss Beth Bell with There'll Always Be a New.
Anyway.
God, love this next one is.
Now that I've ended all the way down here, let's have a poke around this place a little, and I think that'll have to do. Oh look, a random Vault-Tec box. Seems strange, doesn't it? Suppose I can have a little nap and see where I end up. I really shouldn't do that though, I don't think. I'm curious as to what that is over there. I might have to go check that out next time I play this. You know, completely ignore the things the game told me to do. I was half expecting I'd find more around here, but I guess not. What's that? Interesting. Delicious squirrel bits. Delicious coffee. It's probably only centuries old, it's probably fine.
That was Act 2 there. Look, I guess it was actually Pat Lennon and Colin Peters, but forget it.
Delicious conkers, I guess.
Nice time, everyone, with It's a Sin to Tell a Lie. Yep, yes, sirree, have a little listen in.
Okay, this is a song that is in the older Fallout games, but I think this is a cover of it, so maybe I'm safe from a DMCA takedown. Let's gamble. Let's run the risk. Oh, hello. Oh, God! They're not friendly. I thought we were friends. Jesus, do I have anything to heal myself with? Coffee. Coffee cures everything. Ion brew. Come on out. Come on. There we go. Yeah. And then I take a header. That's what I get. That's what I get for assuming people are friends. Ain't nobody I've come across so far as a friend. And that probably plops me where? Okay, just out here. Okay, let's save it and see if I can actually take out that scavenger. The joys of early game hell.
That was Act 2 there. Well, I guess
I don't see nothing. You don't see me. I ain't here. Yeah, you don't see anything. Also, apparently I can't shoot you from here. I like how I can't hit a goddamn thing. Also, I think I'm stuck. Even with the suppressor, this is absurdly loud. Okay, I am hitting this person. Dumbest goddamn gunfight. Okay, I think I broke this person's AI. Oh well. Well, aren't I a big man? I didn't even get any experience for that, I don't think. Nice to see that I just do random tricks with the knife if I have it out.
Thanks for tuning in and listening to that, you lads and lads. That last song was Radiation Getaway by Glenn Collins. Now then, I suppose I better...
And now I'll sit down and play a tune.
Here's a little chinwag for our sponsors. Charlie's Vegetable Store. We only have 4 barrels of vegetables. Once they're gone, they're gone. So yeah, nice time everyone with It's a Sin to Tell a Lie. Yup. Yes, sirree. Have a little listen in.
Guess I can make some food. Let's head back like yonder and see the guns I just picked up, see if I can do anything with them. I mean, this is essentially the same as the one I have, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's exactly the same gun. Interesting. Anyway, I've played much too much of this. I should stop. But it's interesting. I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm regretting taking the Sleepwalker trait, like I said, because holy shit, I am so far from where I need to continue the main quest. But, it's all part of the fun. So anyway, if you happen to stop by to watch, I thank you very much for doing so, and hopefully you find folks to join me again next time. But until then, as always, I wish you a farewell, and I hope you have a great night. So long for now.